Hello everyone, my name is Sean Cyril and I'm honored to share my story with you today, not just as a speaker, but as a fighter, a two-time cancer survivor, a woman of faith, a believer that when life tries to break you, God has already written your victory. I was born and raised in Portland, Jamaica, a small place with a big heart. I was surrounded by family, love, and faith. I learned early that life could be hard, but God was always faithful. Those lessons would carry me through more than I could have imagined. In 2007, while working in Jamaica, I discovered a lump in my neck. At first, I dismissed it, but deep down, I knew something was wrong. I reached out to my doctor and I was like, Dr. Williams, something is wrong. I feel this lump in my neck and I don't know what it is and it just feels weird. It was pretty much like an Adam's apple and it felt like a small golf ball. And I was like, what could this be? But later on, tests confirmed what I feared. It was thyroid cancer. Just imagine, I saw my funeral flash right across my face. My first thought was, mighty God, who is going to take care of my child? Because, it's my only child. And I was like, oh my God, what is this? I didn't even know that. I just thought that once you had cancer, you're dying. That was what I thought. I never researched it, so I didn't really know that there is life after cancer. I just thought that this was it. So in my mind, I was sort of preparing for funeral, my own funeral, if you know what I mean. Anyways, I was really shocked, to say the least. I was young, healthy, working hard in the banking industry, raising my daughter and trying to build a life. I had plans. Cancer was just not one of them. The months that followed were filled with surgery, treatment, and soul-deep exhaustion. But through it all, my faith remained my anchor. I leaned on God, on prayer, on every word of encouragement I could hold on to. And by God's grace, I came through. I believe the battle was behind me, to be very honest with you. I thank God and I moved forward with my life. I returned to work. I was focused on my daughter and held on to hope. Then in 2015, still in Jamaica, still raising my daughter, still rebuilding, I found another lump, this time in my right breast. I'm like, Lord, what is this? I didn't want to believe. I couldn't believe. But once again, I sat in the doctor's office and heard those words. You have cancer. For the second time in my life, I was fighting for it. That diagnosis hit even harder. I had already survived cancer once. How was I supposed to find the strength to do it again? But once again, God reminded me of who I am and whose I am. The verse that sustained me through it all was Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It wasn't just a verse. It was my lifeline. Every time I was too tired to get out of bed, every time fear crept in, every time I felt like giving up, that verse reminded me that I wasn't doing this in my own strength. I was walking with God. Cancer may have attacked my body, but never touched my faith. Eventually, I relocated to Canada. That was in 2017 and began a new chapter. I continued a career in banking and I built a small business of my own as well. I raised my daughter. I was still a single mother, rooted in the same faith and resilience that carried me through. But more than anything, I knew I had to share my story, not just for myself, but for others walking their own valleys. And that's why I'm here with you today. Because this journey, this pain, has purpose. Now, I live to inspire others, especially women who feel like life has knocked them down too many times. I volunteer in my community, I find joy in cooking and baking, and I dream of launching a charitable foundation to feed the needy one day. Because I know what it's like to be in need, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And I want to give back what God so graciously gave me, and that is hope. So when you look at me, don't just see a fighter or a cancer survivor. See proof that healing is possible, that purpose can come from pain, that faith can move mountains, even cancer. I am Shawn Sewell. I'm a daughter of a king. I'm a daughter of Portland, Jamaica. I am a mother, a fighter, and a believer. And I am still standing by the grace of God. Again, I want to close with Philippians 4 verses 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I know this strength is not my own. Every time people would say, Shawn, you're so strong. I'm like, me? Strong? No, this strength is not my own. This strength is not my own. And I thank God every day for the strength that He has given me. And I really do hope that my story will uplift someone, will inspire someone. And if even one person is inspired or uplifted, I would have fulfilled a purpose.